Right.
Okay.
Now, my question, you have been talking to me, I think few years back, David, that my seller is from Conakry and he owned the gold and he has his own in-house shipping. However, we will welcome everyone in regards buyer has a choice to deal with Brinks in Conakry. Now, can you explain the position of Brinks in Conakry?
Mm-hmm.
Are you uh, are you a subsidiary or are you a franchisee Brinks in Conakry?
No, we are independent for now.
You're independent. Okay. So what is your
Yes, but we do
what
have the
is
same service.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead, David. Go ahead.
Yeah, I say we do have the same services. How they operate, that's the way we operate.
Uh-huh. How you operate in Conakry? How?
Yeah, we can export. We can help clear do due diligence on the seller. We can do the testing, the smelting. We can do the analysis, everything for the client.
Mm-hmm. So where are you going to smelt the gold? If, like, for example, David, the buyer wanted to use your services, so they wanted to smelt uh, in central bank or in your office. How are you able to smelt it? How are you going to provide the buyer an
Yeah,
asset
we have a
report?
yeah we put our own facility. We have our facility where we can do the smelt.
Uh-huh. So you are going to
Yeah,
test.
to come out.
You are going to assay the gold on your facilities and you are going to give the buyer an assay report. Is that right?
Exactly.
So how much you charge to use your facility to assay?
Yeah, so I say we just use $35 for 1 kg.
$35 for 1 kg. Okay. So how much you charge for the
Yes,
shipping
yes.
cost on the total sale
Yeah,
value?
the shipping cost. Yeah, all that we charge now is 5% now.
Sorry?
5%, five,
5,000.
including everything. Yeah, 5%, 5% of the total.
Oh, 5% on the total sale value.
Yes,
Okay. So it cover the shipping cost and insurance. You do the insurance of the gold. Is that right?
exactly. Yes.
Okay. Now there is a buyer that he has an account in your position in Conakry. So you are independent. So
Okay.
the buyer trusted you. This is for the benefit for everyone. I am live right now because
Yes.
I am the buyer's mandate was talking to me that his buyer wanted to buy gold in Conakry. He's going to use Brinks, and I told them that Brink is a subsidiary which is independent, and my seller has his own shipping. However, I told the buyer we can hand over the gold to Brinks as long as the buyer pay the gold first to us. Is that correct?
Mm. But yeah, it depends to you. It depends to you. If you want, if we receive the gold, then the buyer can give us the money. Then we can pay to the seller. Hence, we confirm the merchandise.
Okay,
But
that's
that's how
good.
we can do it.
Okay, so
Yes.
assuming that the buyer has some money in your position, assuming, and the buyer will sign a contract with my seller, and you come to the office of my seller to inspect the gold of 100 kilos, right? So 100 kilos you inspect it
Yeah, okay.
and you like it. So because the gold will not leave the building unless the buyer pay as a commitment. You know that gold is money. So you're gonna bring the gold to your
Yes.
premises in order to taste the gold. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Uh-huh. So in our position, we will not hand over the gold to you unless the buyer make a commitment because the gold will not leave the building unless the buyer have a really financial capacity to pay on 100 kilos.
Yes.
So can you elaborate because for the benefit of everyone that your position is only to
Yeah.
handle shipping and insurance, is that correct?
Yes, and do the testing also, everything, the analysis for the student. We can do that.
Can you do the testing in the office or which one? In the office of my seller or in your office?
In our facility, in our own facility, we have where we can do the testing.
Uh-huh. So where is your facility located?
Yes.
I know your office is 800 meters away from the central bank. Everybody goes to the central bank. Is that right?
Yes, everybody, but not everybody to go to the central bank is when you are ready to export to go to the central bank.
Correct.
You cannot just go to do this local testing just for testing for somebody.
That's right. That is the reason I explained to the buyer that once the gold to be ASEAN at central bank is ready for export. So what is your position then if the buyer using your facilities, then are you going to pick up the gold at the central bank? Because once the gold has been ASEAN, the gold stays at the central bank. Is that correct?
No, what if the buyer is ready,
Yeah.
he sends us an email including his details where we can address the invoice to. So when he sends the money, then from there we with your sellers we connect. Then from there they will tell us where to go and take the gold. And from there we can take it together with them. Then we bring it to our facility where we can do the testing. Then after doing the testing, we can just take the money and give to them. We can do it that way. Simple.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so I have to go back to the buyer that yes, I'm spoken to David because I told the buyer's mandate that I already spoken to David. Our policy is completely different, but I will ask my head office to compromise that as long as you have the money and you show us the proof of money that the buyer sent to your account, and then I will advise my head office to proceed the contract between the buyer and the seller because the buyer would not travel. He trusts you to put the money into your account, so you are going to ship the gold to the buyers, right?
Exactly.
Uh-huh. So as long as my seller provide the export documentation to you because you are responsible shipping the gold to your buyer. Is that right?
Yes.
So the seller will provide the ownership and the gold is free of illegal activities. Without the payment of the gold, the seller would not give you the ownership because you have not paid the gold. Mm-hmm.
Yes. When you have the contract between the buyer and the seller, it's based on the contract, then we will have to handle the issue. So that the buyer and the seller, everyone can be assured and be guaranteed. That's how we operate.
Okay, that's good. So our conversation, I'm going to forward this to my head office to listen to my boss, whether he will consider, because when I was in Conakry, and the goal is to bring it to the central bank, and it stays at the central bank. Once the buyer pay the gold to the seller's account, then once the payment would be clear, then the seller process the documentation. In your position, on the buyer's position, he already transferred the money into your bank account. Is that correct?
Yes.
So once the buyer transfer money into your account, you need to show my head office, yes, the money is here. Let's say on 50 kilos or 20 kilos is 1,060,000, for example. So you have to show it to my head office that the buyers transfer the payment 1,060,000. So then you can pick up the gold in the office. Then it is your responsibility to ship the gold. Is that right?
Exactly.
Perfect. So this is for the benefit for everyone. How I wish I could meet you. I was in Conakry last year before lockdown. Next time my trip, I would love to meet you. I would love to meet you. This is business. I have to explain it to my seller that my seller has to open a window of opportunity. Right. So you are charging 5% on shipping cost and insurance. Is that correct?
Yes, 5%. Yes.
So assuming, because our selling price is $54,000, $54,000 times 20, that is 1,800,000.
Okay.
So 1,800,000 times 5% that you charge to your buyer, that is $54,000.
Okay.
So once you pick up the gold in the office, are you going to prepare all the paperwork on behalf of the buyer or what?
Yes, we can prepare everything, all the documentation in behalf of buyer and seller, and do the exportation to the buyer's destination, 100%.
I see. So your job is to inspect in the office, you pay the gold, then you take the gold, and then you do the process of the export documentation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I will forward our conversation to my head office. Then my head office will listen to our conversation, and I would encourage my head office to open the window of opportunity.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you, David, for our conversation, and this is live, and everybody can hear our conversation. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Now, can you see gold trader? You are hesitant. There's no problem. You just transfer the payment if you want to. Okay, you trust the Brinks. As I've said, I think you're listening on my conversation with David that they are independent. They're charging 5% that you are going to use their facilities. We will not bring the gold to, we will not hand over the gold unless the buyer pay the gold cash. Now, Mr. Buyer, pay attention to my conversation with David. Brinks is an independent. For short, they are franchisee. They buy the name of Brinks, and that is business. So it's good that I clarify, and those buyer watching this video, then you would not be confused. So if you are lazy to travel to Conakry because of coronavirus, yes, you transfer the money to Brinks account, but the Brinks has to show us the money that you transfer into Brinks account. Yeah? So the Brinks account, the Brinks David, he will come to the office to inspect your order. So David said, okay, I'm happy because you as a buyer, you already signed a contract prior to your Brinks to come to the office. We will not bring the good to Brinks unless you pay. That is money. We don't give money to a stranger. David is a stranger to us. My seller have not met David, so David has to come to the office. I will ask my head office to open this window of opportunity because my head office has its own shipping company. That is business. So, David charged you 5%. To taste the gold is $30 according to him. So every facilities have a different charges. Yeah. Our selling price is 54,000 per kilo. Take it or leave it, tax inclusive. You pay, you come, the Brinks will come to the office based on your order. He likes it, he will put the money into my seller's bank account. Without putting money into the seller's bank account, the gold will not leave the building. It wouldn't. So if you are using Brinks, there's no problem as long as the Brinks or you as the buyer show that you transfer the payment to Brinks account before we invite David to come to the office. I will give David an instruction once you as the buyer sign a contract first. Right? So there is no surprises. We don't deal chain or broker. So our price is 54,000 tax inclusive. Yeah? And the Brinks has to pay the money, 1,800,000 to my seller's account. I've given you 54, which is 8% on the total on the world market. So our selling price is 8%. Actually, my seller sell 5% because I'm going to travel. I give the buyer 3%, but because it's a coronavirus, it's okay. I will give you 8%. So it is $54,000, 500. So it depends. Look at on the world market. So you watch this video, you read the full corporate offer. You don't need to ask question, no need to be frustrated, no confusion. I already spoken to David. But however, I will ask my seller whether he will consider as long as the buyer pay cash into my seller's bank account from Brinks account to my seller. So the Brinks will come to the office, inspect the 20 kilos, for example. So 20, 54,000 times 20, that is 1,800,000. So therefore, Brinks will transfer the money to my seller's bank account instantly after inspection, after David bring the gold tester. David will take the gold out of the building. The gold is fully paid. So you, Mr. Buyer, if you want to use that Brinks in Conakry, that is fine. As long as you show us the receipt of transfer that 10 million, hang on, yeah, it's 10,800,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, 20 kilos times 54,000. Okay. Yeah, 10,800,000. Oh no, yeah. Then this is the price, right? So 20 kilos times 54,000 as today's price. So don't bank on it because our price changes every day. When the price is up, always discounted. You you sell it to your customer, that is your problem. You buy from us, bring subsidiary, pick up the gold, that is your business. Our business, you pay the products, that's it. So, I think I already explained the benefit for everyone. So, Mr. Baya, I already explained it now. I'm going to call this lady from United Kingdom. Just a moment. Okay? Just bear with me. I told her that to come online to listen. But anyway, my video, you can watch the video because in London has a different time between Australia and United Kingdom. Now, there are so many buyers wanted the gold because gold is money. Gold is the oxygen for your business. Just a moment. I'm going to call another person. She's a lady. The other guy I was talking this afternoon about Brinks as well. They want to get gold in Conakry. Okay. Yeah. So the lady didn't answer. So maybe I'll just forward this video conversation that I have. And she was also asking Mali. The procedure in Mali exactly the same. You're gonna test the gold at DNGM refinery. Exactly the same. There is no surprises. Can you imagine? Brinks charge 5%. My seller charge shipping cost and insurance lesser than that because we have an in-house. So it's up to you as a buyer. It's up to you. You will not be duped because my seller is real. That's the reason why you were been. No, the lady didn't answer. That's the reason why you were been duped before. The gentleman I was talking this morning, he said that his buyer was been duped, and I told him very simple why he was been duped, because he was looking for cheap price. Yes, that is the reason. To us, we don't sell cheap. You're buying money. You must remember, you're buying money to make money. So why are we gonna give you money for free? Yeah, gold can make into jewelry if you are very smart and listen to every video that I have, impossible. You will not get gold. Impossible. There's no other person explaining about how you're going to secure gold and diamond. In diamond, exactly the same. You inspect the stone at the export office. Make sure you have money. Do not travel if you have no money asking CIF. It's impossible. No one is giving you for credit. You have to pay for it. You inspect, you have to pay the government fee. Now the price of the diamond plus VAT plus government fee. So if you don't have the money and you only want buy stone, forget it. Forget there was an Indian lady said, Madam, please help me, assist me. No. This is for export. We don't sell one stone. It's not worth it for you to travel. It's not. When you want to buy diamond, at least 10 or 9 stone. At least 10 stone. At least $70,000 to start with. If you want to buy one stone, forget it. Because you need to travel, you need to inspect. You cannot just sit down into your ass, sitting down, yeah? You have to be there to inspect the stone and put the stone into the lighting, the violet light, to examine the stone before you pay. You cannot just sit down and look at on the video that I have put that's a manifest. You need to inspect it with your own 2 eyes before you pay. The payment must be bank to bank. Yes, that video and manifest for you to view, but the final viewing you need to travel. You cannot just sit down in your ass. Oh, Wilhelmina, this is one. No, you have to be there, and you need to have a background buying diamond, because diamond is a very tricky, very tricky. You need to examine it properly, whether that there is a inclusion or there is a that. I learned when I was on the ground. I learned it. If you see the woman holding the stone, I learned it from the buyer. So I share it with you guys. So do not ask Wilhelmina for advice and help. No, I'm not here. You listen to my video explanation, you will learn out of my explanation. My seller didn't tell me that. My seller said, okay, Wilhelmina, this is the stone and this is the price. Sell it. Yeah. You're lucky to meet me live. I'm explaining just like an elementary. I'm telling you, if you follow, you would not be duped. You will be duped if you don't have the money. Do not be dishonest yourself. Do not. When you come for conference, I'm asking you, how much is your capacity to pay? How much money you have in the bank? Before we go further, I have to ask you, I have to help you, so that when you arrive, there is no surprises. The diamond needs a KPC, that the diamond is a free blood diamond. And the Department of Mines will not issue the KPC until you pay the stone to the seller in order to reflect into their cash inflow. So the seller is paying royalty to the government, and the seller is remitting the value added tax, and you as the buyer are bargainer. That is the reason why until now you have not found a real supplier. There was an Indian, he wanted to buy diamond, right? And my seller, because I have 3 different sellers in Sierra Leone, so I put him to other seller, right? He said that he has money. But he didn't show me, so I've given him the opportunity. You know, I'm very kind and generous, but I'm very frank. I'm very straightforward. So the seller issued the landing visa. The landing visa is not for free. The seller paid to his department to apply for the visa of I think $80 to $100. This Indian, his name is Hitis, and he got everything. He fly to Sierra Leone. He doesn't want to see my seller. So my seller said, "Oh, Willie, Hitis is already here in Sierra Leone, but he doesn't want to meet me." I said, "Really?" So I called this bloody Indian. I said, "Oh, Hitis, you're already in Sierra Leone, but don't you know that the seller is the one who invited you? So what's going on?" So, "Oh, tell the buyer not to meet me and I'll wait until I will call him." So he was window shopping. Yeah. What happened? He lost $25,000. So he come back to me, and he come back to my seller, and he was asking my seller to help him to find the seller who offered him very cheap. And the seller didn't even explain to Hitis what necessary requirement he's going to get. He returned to India empty-handed. He lost his $25,000. Can you imagine that? So Hitis was dishonest. He kept on calling me and calling me. I ignore him. I block him. Why? I don't want to deal with dishonest people. I tried to help him. I call long distance. I spend long distance. He owe me a favor. Yes? And also this bloody African live-in Brisbane, Usman. Yeah? And he sent also money to buy gold 1 kilo, only $4,000. And the gold didn't send it to him because the government didn't allow, because the gold was not being paid. He only sent 4,000, and the 4,000 was being returned to him. So they were been fighting each other. That is not my job. And Usman didn't even deal with me. Right. So this is how this tricky buyer, this honest buyer, you are all scammers. And then when you have a problem, you come back to Wilhelmina for help. I am not here to sort out your problem. You are the one who created your problem. You are the one. And people doesn't like Wilhelmina because I am very frank, very straightforward. I don't care if you've been offended with Wilhelmina. I really don't care. I was being screwed, you must remember. I was being screwed by Ghanaian seller and buyer. Salwan Kanwar from Canada, he screwed us. He lied. He didn't pay the gold. He only paid $17,000 during 2011. Eric Blasco, lucky I stopped the shipment of 50 kilos. What happened if I wasn't there? My seller would lose 50 kilos 2013. In spite of that, they screwed me, both buyers and seller. That is the reason why I don't want to touch Ghana. I punish Ghana. All of my seller, I terminate them. They are all devils. Yeah. Appointment 9 o'clock, they show up 12 o'clock. Yeah. So I told the buyer sellers in Ghana, I'm gonna punish you guys. I will mention to every video that I have, yes, I was a victim. Good luck to you guys. You blog me, good luck. Good luck. You are all scammers asking CIF. You are a scammer asking LC. You are a scammer asking bank instrument. You don't have the cash. Gold is cash. Gold is the oxygen to your business. If you don't have cash, don't come to Wilhelmina. Do not. And this video is for everyone. If you don't like the way I talk, I done it purposely because I am cleaning Africa. I feel sorry for you guys. There is a good seller. There's also bad seller. There's also good buyer, and there's also bad buyer. In this world, there are two kinds of people, good and bad. Wilhelmina is on the middle. I could be good and I could be bad. So I hope you got my logic here. So you don't like me, like this lady from South Africa. Her name is Frank Adrea. She attacked me. She doesn't even know me. And she copied my picture and he put me on his campaigns. Good luck to her, because I also put her on my live video. Yeah, I'll show you how this lady attacked me when I have live video on Conakry. Just a minute. Okay. So I think I have to find it. I have to find the file. She copied my picture. Mhm. And what I have done, I also go to her LinkedIn. I get out from LinkedIn. Most of the broker, they're all joker. They're all joker. They don't like you. They will attack you for no reason. I don't attack a person. I will expose you guy instead. Yes, my exposure is real. I'm not going to attack you because who am I to judge you? But be careful. A minute I found you that you're attacking me behind my back, I will attack you in front. It's better face to face live. Yeah, like Johnson, Derek Johnson, like William Stevenson. He was been spreading lies against me. I don't know that gentleman. And also Spencer. She was chatting with this guy from Ghana. Yeah. And this guy from Ghana asked me, Madam, do you have a transaction with him? I said, no, I don't have any transaction. They attacked me. They're all fake news. Yeah. It's better I'm telling you the truth. Mr. Buyer, I do understand that you are hungry of this supply. We are here. My seller hired Wilhelmina. I'm the extension. I am not here to dupe you. Yeah? You have been duped before. And then all you're thinking, oh, Africa is a scammer. Yes, there is. Yes. There's a scammer in Uganda, Nairobi, Ghana, Mali, Sierra Leone, Conakry, Burkina Faso, Togo, Tanzania. There is. They will offer you cheap price. How you distinguish seller offer you cheap price? How? I'll tell you, I'll give you the secret. You are floating around because we are now on the social media. Facebook is the best site. There are 6.6 billion. I buy products through advertisement on Facebook. I purchased this one. Yeah, through Facebook. Facebook is the best site and YouTube. I purchased this one. Yeah, through Facebook. I don't have any complaint. Yes, I paid my order, and until now I ordered as well the SP, extra SP. I've been waiting. I paid in advance. I don't have any issue. But you guys, you come to my page, and then if you don't like it, you say scam, scam, scam. You're one of the scammer, not me. Because I don't chase you. You come to Wilhelmina. Because Wilhelmina was the only person who explained it. Yes, I am here to help you guys. We have the supply. Last year, one ton, my seller from Mali shipped the gold to Turkey. September 19, my seller shipped gold to Dubai, 200 kilos. Cash, bank to bank. 2019, I brought the buyer in Conakry to get the gold. Has no issue. He get the gold. He paid cash. 2021, I have 2.5 tons of gold under contract. It is on the process. I learn every day. I learn from that big buyer. You joker broker, joker buyer, oh, bring it to Dubai, bring it to India. How much is my profit? I'm not here to teach you how much your profit. We give you a discount. Whatever the world market price, we give you less 8%. It's up to you to sell it to your own customer. But if you're dealing with too many joker broker, of course, Mr. Buyer, you have to pay your broker a commission. Broker, they come to me, Madam, how much is my commission? No, we will not give double commission. We give the buyer discount. Now, you must remember, Mr. Buyer, do not be confused. Listen carefully on this explanation. Our selling price is less 5%. You must remember. You sell it to Dubai, 2%, you get the profit 3%. In every video I said, you need Wilhelmina to accompany you. My extra service is not for free. It's not. I'm giving you free already. This is worth $1 million. Information is worth $1 million. You are a winner meeting this lady in front of you. Now, because I'm going to charge you my extra service to accompany you, to assist you in case there is an issue, immediately I can solve it. I'll give you back the 3% because I am charging you. We will talk about how much I'm going to charge you to cover my airfare, hotel accommodation, food, and spending money. That's all you're going to pay. So you have two choices, Mr. Buyer. You don't like my extra service, okay? Do the contract. I will arrange the contract because I am the gatekeeper here. I am going to screen you. So, when you send a letter of intent to purchase, attention to Wilhelmina, I will require your business registration first. I will ask your importation license. And I will ask your financial statement, bank statement that you have $1 million. So then I will send it to my head office. Because of coronavirus, Wilhelmina wouldn't be able to travel. I'll give you 8% instead of 5%. Yeah? So I will monitor your movement. But if there is an issue, don't blame Wilhelmina, but I will monitor your movement. I will guide you by a long distance. Because I cannot travel at the moment because we are locked down. We don't have international flight. So you are a winner. But if you convince me that you sign a long-term contract, I might ask my seller to give you more. So you are a winner. Most of the brokers say, how much is my commission? We don't deal blank SPA. I would not give you blank SPA. Our full corporate offer is in front of you. Read it. It's really very extensive. I want you to digest it. Don't come to Wilhelmina if you don't have the cash. Because this is not CIA. This is not cost insurance and freight. Remember, I have spoken to Brinks in Conakry. You watch this video. They charge 5% to use their services. Yeah? Plus ASI cost. In our position, my seller has an in-house shipping. He will charge you 1% insurance, 1% shipping cost, 2% in total sale value. So in every business, have a different structure. So don't be confused. Whether you use Brinks in Conakry, that's fine. That's as long as you have the money. We will hand over the gold to you Brinks. Yeah? I already spoken to David. So you listen to this video. So our selling price is not cheap. We don't sell cheap because we are not fly-by-night business. Only the seller sell cheap price. He's hungry to sell. So therefore, he's a fly-by-night business. We are not fly-by-night business. My seller hired me. My seller is paying my performance. So don't underestimate me because I'm not a broker. Because if I am a broker, I will chase you. I'm not chasing you. I'm just putting everything online. You like it, you buy. If you don't like it, good luck. So I think I already explained, buying gold in Sierra Leone or Conakry or Mali are all the same. Just go on my page. After you listen to this video, click every link. Don't be excited. Some of the buyers saw me on YouTube channel of mine. They don't read. Then they come to me, how much is the price? My gosh, I already put that everything less 8%. Yes? You are a businessman. You should plan it properly. Read it. I'm giving you food in your plate, but you don't know how to choose. You don't know how to eat. My seller never explained to me like this what I explained to you. My seller said, okay, Wilhelmina, here's the gold, here's the price, the carats 22 plus, the purity 96, mode of payment is FOB. That's it. That's it. My seller is stubborn. I am the one babysitting you in front of your computer, in front of you. You click gold in Africa, my beautiful face pop up into your screen. But most of you doesn't like me. You don't need to like me. I would love to like you if you have $1,000,000. I would love to like you. You don't need to like me because of the price, because the way I talk. I done it purposely. Because you've been duped before. You were. You're dishonest to yourself. You're the seller who offer you cheap price, also dishonest. Both of you are dishonest. I refrain using the word scam. The word scam means dishonest, liars, manipulator. You're a bigger asking CIF. You're a bigger asking LC. Define me the word letter of credit. You go to the bank to borrow money because you don't have the cash flow. Yes, you have the asset, you have a solid asset, but you don't have the paper money. That's why you're going to the bank. That's why you're going to apply for bank instrument. You will never successful bank instrument. Gold is cash. Here's the gold. Taste it. You pay for it. Take it out of the country. That's it. Very simple. But you are creating your own misery, Mr. Buyer. The reason why? Because you're going to leverage it. You're going to launder. So you have no idea about this business. I'll give you my background, Mr. Buyer. I've been in sales for 36 years. Buying and selling exactly the same. You have to have the money. I'll give you an example again. December 31st, 2020. I sent a package to my loved one overseas. Christmas present, 1 box. The value of the goods that I purchased, because that was sell and bargain, is 500 plus. I think 544.40. DHL, they open my box. They have to inspect it whether the goods are perishable. So they have to inspect each one of my item. So they asked me how much is the value. So they added, the DHL charged me of 240. That is the charges. And then the insurance, 25%. So 200, I think 240, they charge that DHL plus 25. $265. So I did pay. Then the DHL sold my box. So I feel comfortable. I'm safe because in case my goods would be stolen, I insured it. And I follow the movement of DHL and they give me tracking number. So when I arrive on my hometown, my home country, DHL as well charged my brother an importation duties. Yeah? Of $250, which is $7,000, 7,000 pesos. So my brother has no complaint at all because that is normal. Buying gold exactly the same. But you guys are very meticulous of money. To me, if you're very meticulous, you don't have the money. Don't come to Wilhelmina if you cannot convince Wilhelmina that you have $1,000,000 in your bank account. Do not. You're just a time waster. You waste my time and you are wasting time running around and floating. You're just like a fisherman. You're fishing around on a shallow river. I'm using this logic. I don't know if you understand this business logic. Okay? You are canoeing on the shallow river. You're trying to throw the fishing rod. The seller is hungry to sell and you're hungry to buy. Yeah? So that seller will bite your fishing rod. Listen very carefully on this business parable. You're canoeing on the shallow river. Huh? You're looking for fish. Gold is fish. Yeah? You're fishing around online. And you throw your fishing rod, your buyer, you say you are a buyer. I'm using this logic, eh? Don't be confused. If you went to university, I'm sure you're very smart. So, that seller saw that fishing rod. He offer you cheap price. He offer you 25. He offer you 36. He offer you 38. Okay. So you grab the fishing rod because that was cheap. So you were talking to each other. Right. So the hungry fish, which is the seller, they will offer you, okay, pay taxes. So you are greedy. You send money to pay taxes. Guaranteed the gold will not leave the country. Why? You did not pay the gold. That is normal. You have to pay the valued added tax. That is normal. So you got my logic here, Mr. Baya. You got my business logic. If you don't get my business logic to me, maybe you didn't get to school. Maybe you didn't go to school. Yeah? Yes. I am using this business parable in order for you to learn, not to repeat your mistake. Yeah? You were a victim. Welcome to the club. I was also a victim. I was being cheated big time. And then those broker, they hate me. Oh, well, Amina is coming, is coming. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't know you guys. Someone can why is a scammer? Yeah? Didn't pay the $250,000. Eric Blasco, he screwed me. He's from Mexico. I always mention his name because he screwed me. Yeah, he did in Ghana. That is the reason why I told my seller in Ghana, you screwed me, you're gonna regret it. Because I'm going to inform the world that I was being screwed. Yes. And if you're a buyer, please open your camera. I want to interview you. You say, well, Amina, why you gonna hide your face? Why? To me, you're a criminal if you hide your face. Most of the broker joker, they don't show their faces. They're scared. To me, they're joker. Because this is not for joker business. I am here to fix the problem because Africa has been tarnished. Yes, there's a lot of scammer in Africa. Ghana, Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone, Togo, Burkina Faso, Tanzania, Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, because everybody is hungry. Huh? You're hungry to buy. My seller is hungry to sell. Wilhelmina is also hungry to service you. So three of us is hungry. You understand what I'm saying here? I think I already explained it to you, Mr. Baya. And I hope you learn out of this. This is 2021 now. I warn everybody before 2021 last year that I will not entertain any dodgy buyer that cannot convince me. I am the gatekeeper. I am the extension of the seller. I am the one who will reject you. I am the one who will say to my seller, proceed because I already validated you and you satisfied me. I am helping you here. I am not duping you. You must remember. You have been duped before. So that is your problem. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.